Welcome to the future of Lululemon Althetica. To begin, Lululemon was established in 1998 in Vancouver, Canada by Chip Wilson. Lululemon is a company that sells athletic apparel for men and women inspired by yoga design. The design of the clothing is innovative technical athletic wear. Lululemon has a patented material called Luon fabric, which is a mixture of nylon and lycra, which give products a unique advantage to competitors. Lululemon values quality, product integrity, balance, entrepreneurship, fun, and greatness. Lululemon has expanded to over 460 stores since opening just 20 years ago. Most locations are in the US and Canada, with limited locations across Europe, Asia, Australia, and the UK. Lululemon's mission statement is to alleviate humanity from mediocrity to greatness so consumers and employees can reach their maximum potential. 2013. Lululemon as a whole is part of the tertiary sector, which means they provide service to customers. Lululemon gathers material for the clothing from Xlat Textile Company in Taiwan, which is part of the secondary sector. Currently, Lululemon owns no manufacturing facilities of its own, nor operates any, but there are about 35 manufacturers of Lululemon across the world. Now that I've introduced our company, let me share the big idea. Lululemon has opened their first store in November 2000 with only selling yoga clothing, and since then has made $2.6 billion in revenue as of 2017. I think the next step for Lululemon is expanding to the great country of Italy. Lululemon currently has locations in limited parts of Europe and should expand to a greater area such as Italy. I will now continue to share an extensive overview of the political, economical, social, financial considerations before steps should be taken. Here is a more detailed overview on what I want to take a look at today. First, Lululemon current position, an introduction to Italy, Italy's political, social, and economic system, Italian culture, reasons for expansion plan, and our competitive advantage. To begin, I will start by giving a little information on Italy as a country and their business environment. On this map here, you can see Italy in relation to Lululemon's headquarters in Vancouver, BC. Even though there's a far distance between the two locations, the transition is doable because Italy is located on the Mediterranean Sea, which gives easy access for boats and shipping. Italy is one of the top leading fashion industries in the world, which provides lots of fashion inspirations for companies like Lululemon. Italy is known for streetwear and athletic wear, as well as known for some of the high-end fashion marketplaces. Most well-known fashion designers have stemmed from Italy. Italy has a strong and continually growing economy and has seen recent improvements over the past few years. Italy has a progressive digital market which is continually growing. The average age in Italy is 41, and the target market of Lululemon is 14 to 50, which makes the target markets align. The expansion for Lululemon to Italy is possible because Italy has a high economy and fits well with the ideas of Lululemon. Continuing on to Italy's physical characteristics. Italy is known around the world for having large cities and beautiful landscapes. Italy has a total population of 60.4 million. Italy's two major cities are Rome and Milan, with the majority of population located in Rome and Milan. Rome has a population of 2.6 million, and Milan has a population of 1.4 million. Italy has a separation between urban and rural areas, with 70.44% of total population live in urban areas and 29.56% live in rural environments. Italy has a total area of 388 million. Italy is a peninsula in the Mediterranean Sea and is divided into 20 regions with 110 provinces within. The major ethnic group in Italy is the Italians, who account for 95%, which is over 60 million of Italy's population. As well, 93% speak the official language of Italian. Other ethnicities, such as Albanians, Romanians, Ukrainians, and other Europeans, account for 2.5% of the total population. Africans account for about 1.5%, and several other minorities account for 1% of the population. 40% of Italians speak English usually as a second language. Italy is part of the Central European Standard Time, which is 6 hours ahead of Canada, which is part of the Eastern Standard Time. Italy is filled with many different types of natural resources. Some varieties include coal, zinc, potash, marble, barite, mercury, feldspar, natural gas, and crude oil resources. These are just a few of the many different resources Italy is home to. As well, the government has complete control over their mineral industry, which brings in lots of exports for the country. The natural resources are typically found within the northern region of Italy rather than the southern. As well, Italy also produces a variety of fruits, vegetables, legumes, meats, and flour-based products that gets exported around the world. Next, we will focus on the economic breakdown of Italy. Italy is an expensive country with an average Italian salary of $36,658 per year. Housing and transportation have expensive rates for both tourists and locals. In rural areas, €65,000 to €150,000 will buy a restored two-bedroom home with a small amount of land, and in major cities, a three-bedroom home apartment can easily cost over $400,000, which translates to just under 587,000 Canadian dollars. Politics in Italy are similar to Canadian politics in many different ways. The politics in Italy are conducted through a parliamentary republic with a multi-party system. Italy has been a part of the Democratic Republic since 1947, when the monarchy system became abolished. A major way Canadian and Italian politics are similar is because Canada follows similar guidelines as a democratic republic, which Italy follows. Sergio Mattarella is the current president of Italy and has been in office since 2015. Italy has a well-developed transportation infrastructure with many different forms of transportation. Italian rail is the most popular form of transportation with extensive locations and travels within the northern region and the southern. Trains also connect people to ports to get them on boats and ferries. Cars, motorcycles, and bicycles are also frequently used in Italy. Italy's employment rates have reached an all-time high in 2019 at 59.30%. Even though the employment rates are still low, this will provide many more job opportunities if Lululemon makes the expansion. Italy's post-mandatory education rates are 57%. This is a low percentage for a country, but can still provide more non-education job opportunities. Port cities are important to take into consideration when looking to expand a company. Italy is filled with many different port cities across the country. The major port cities include Gioia Tauro, which is located in Calabria and is the largest port in Italy, the Port of Ravenna, which is between Venice and Florence, Venezia Port, found in Venice, Bari Port, found in Naples, Caligari Port, located in Sardinia, Genoa Port, located on the Ligurian Sea, an Italian Riviera, and connects to La Spezia Port on the south and the ports of Cannes in France to the west, Trieste Port, which is divided between 5 zones. There are many other ports in Italy, but those are a few examples of the largest and most popular. By having many different port cities, this allows huge geographical advantage to Italy in terms of trades. Another advantage is that Canada is home to many different port locations, which will make the expansion more efficient. With every company expanding, we have to take into consideration the advantages as well as the challenges we will face along the way. Economic challenges. Italy is a smaller country and their GDP is lower than most developed countries, as well as unemployment rates have increased by 11% in the past 10 years. Social challenges. Italy is still far behind in the feminist movement and continues to face challenges with equality as well as acceptance of the LGBTQ+ community. Political challenges. Italy has problems with their political system, as Italy is filled with organized crime and corruption, as well as people in power have been accused of being members of organized crime communities. Although there are challenges, some economical advantages to consider is that the economy of Italy is the third largest national economy in the EU. Italy has a very developed north region with lots of infrastructure dominated by private companies, while the south region is filled with agriculture and welfare dependent. This provides lots of employment in both the north and the south. Italy provides lots of exports for other countries around the world to a total of $454.6 billion since 2015. Italy is a stable country with many different positive aspects. As well, Italy's pay gap's under 5%, which is less than any other country in the EU. Social advantages are very important when considering expansion. Italy has a rich social life, with cities being filled with social and active people, As well, Italy is filled with high fashion brands and expensive couture, which is great for Lululemon as we are a fashion brand. Italy has a high pension plan with many benefits for people with disabilities, maternity leaves, and families with low income. Although Italian politics have challenges, no country can have a perfect political party. An advantage for Italy is that they grew out of the kingdom, which made their country a democratic republic, which allows citizens to have control over their country. A positive movement for women in Italy is that just under 31% of Italy's parliament is women, which is a massive increase since 1990 when there was just less than 5%. 79.9% of citizens voted in the last election, and the current president is trusted and respected by the citizens. Environmental factors are becoming a large concern for all companies around the world. Air pollution in Italy is a major problem from energy and heating. Transportation systems are polluting the air, which also result in waters being polluted. Waste disposal has increased in the past few years, and steel production is creating lots of carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. Challenges such as Italians are facing can be solved by simple solutions that will help dramatically. Citizens of Italy need to lower their carbon emissions and work towards a cleaner future. Breaking down stereotypes with women in the workforce will promote a more equal pay and a step in the future for the feminist movement. Citizens should do research prior to the election to ensure their president will suit their economical and social needs. Italy is located halfway across the world from Canada, so it's important to grasp all the knowledge we can about how Italians do business. Italy has a growing digital market, and it's the fifth largest market in the world with communications. Italy has a wide variety of communication systems, such as a strong cell phone connection, high-level broadcasting media coverage, many telephone subscriptions, and a high level of internet connections. 88.58 million people have a cell phone device as of 2008. 50.5 million people have a radio device, and 30.5 million people have televisions, with 358 broadcasting stations as of 1997. Internet access is crucial if we want to be displaying advertisements on social media or by using the internet at all. Thankfully, Italy has an easy and accessible internet system all across the country. 58.6% of the population in Italy uses internet connection, which is great to reach a large scale. Italy has one of the highest ranked internet connection speeds in the world and one of the top 5 in the EU. In Italy's major cities, Wi-Fi is more common and accessible, and in rural areas, Wi-Fi connection is slower but still available to all. Canadian exports to Italy totaled to US $2.3 billion during 2018, and the top export was pharmaceutical products and mineral fuels, oils, and distillation products. Italy exports to Canada totaled to $4.86 billion during 2018, and the top exports are vehicles, furniture, and articles of apparel. It's helpful to know this information because the data shows how Italy and Canada often do trades with each other. Italian etiquette in a business meeting is crucial to ensure a positive outcome. The safest practice when organizing and attending meetings in Italy is to act local, such as act like you know your way around Italy and have lots of prior knowledge of the country before any meeting. Italians tend to carefully evaluate advantages and risks, and because of the hierarchy decision-making process of Italian companies. With friends or family, people may embrace and/or kiss each other on the cheek, but don't expect a kiss on the first meeting. It is common for a business meeting to take place at a restaurant or cafe to establish a closer relationship. Italians give importance to visual appearances and are accustomed to a very high quality of clothing and accessories. How could Italy's innovations help a Canadian company? Italy is far more advanced in the fashion industry than Canada, and Lululemon will gain more knowledge and experience in the fashion industry after expanding to Italy. We have already expanded to parts of Europe, so there's already prior knowledge about the expansion. How do we mix Lululemon in Italy? I will now explain our expansion plan and ways to make the transition possible. In the last 10 years, Italy has seen a higher demand for products with a wide variety of selection. Italy has always been in high demand for clothing, as Italians are very interested in the fashion industry. Recently, Italians have been spending more money on average for replaceable goods. Italy has hundreds of shipping ports across the country, which allows easy access for shipping to occur. The cost of shipping will be expensive because it is a far distance, but Italy is located on the Mediterranean Sea, which will make easy access. As well, we will ship our products in bulk, which will make it less expensive overall. We will keep the same name. It is going to be known as Lululemon worldwide to remain connected to our Canadian heritage. As well, we will hire experts from Italy to creating slogans and advertisements in the preferred language of Italian. We will continue to sell the same products, but still continue to create new products occasionally. We will transfer Canadian currency to Italian euro to ensure every customer will have the currency needed. As well, we will have frequent sales to promote more business, especially during the opening stages. Prices will be the same around the world, but different depending on currency rates. Italians have historically been considered brand loyal, but however, this trend has been changing in recent years, with consumers being more interested in buying new products or brands. 43%, according to a survey by Nielsen, while 45% declare to be open to change their favorite outlet in case of an interesting promotion from new outlets. 85% of Italians value sustainability brands because they are considered innovative and have a better quality. This is extremely helpful information because we value sustainability and are working towards a completely sustainable company. 37% of Italians have used Instagram or other social media platforms to buy new products. We will invest in Italian technologies to use social media as a major platform. As well, we will hire a digital marketing agency firm, such as Saatchi Advertisement Agency or Gray Advertising Italy, as those are the most valued agencies in Italy. As of 2018, 90.4% of Italians use Facebook daily, 57.8% of Italians use YouTube frequently, and 46.1% of Italians visit Instagram daily. We will create social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram to introduce more business. Using different multimedia is the best advertising strategy for us, as there is 23.5 million users active on social media in Italy as of 2020. Our top ways of making marketing is going to be using social media, as it is the face of the future, and Italy is very advanced in social media usage. We will use 3 main marketing strategies, which include social media or digital marketing, influencer marketing, and advertisement marketing, such as billboards, signs, emails, or subscription. These 3 ways will ensure we promote as much business as possible. Our target market of Lululemon is active individuals and students and working individuals. We typically appeal to men ages 23 to 47 and women ages 14 to 50. As well, customers with a typically higher social class because of our clothing as a higher price for better quality. In Italy, there are 31 million males and 29.4 million females with an average age of 44, which aligns perfectly with our target age. Italy is an active country with most people being involved in either physical activity or physical labor. Competition is very important to take into consideration as we always want to strive for excellence. Our main competitors are other athletic companies such as Nike, Adidas, Puma, and Under Armour. A major piece of information is that all of our major competitors have locations in Italy, so in order to gain more business, Italy is the next expansion choice. Although our prices are higher, we have patented material called Lululemon material that gives us a major competitive advantage. Our customers always come back for more of our products because of the durable material, breathable feel, and a higher customer satisfaction rate. People in Italy tend to have a higher income, which is helpful for us because our target market is people who typically have more money to spend. Italy is located in an accessible location for shipping, which makes transportation more efficient. Italy has also seen massive growth in their economy in the last 10 years, with more foreign trade which grows the overall economy. Italy is also home to many high-end fashion industries and a high level of agriculture. In conclusion, Lululemon has been looking for more expansion to grow their company and to compete with competitors. The next big step for us is clearly expanding to Italy. Although this expansion will have challenges, by following our expansion plan, we'll continue to strive for excellence. We will accomplish this goal. Italy has a large competitive advantage for Lululemon and will provide more growth in the future. Our marketing plan is strong and it lines up with Italy's economic, social, and political growth. Italy will provide Lululemon with the growth and development needed to ensure a positive outcome for our company. Thank you for listening to why expanding Lululemon to Italy is a step in the right direction.